Hello champion, in factorizations of quadratics, I'm introducing this chapter. In factorization of quadratics, what are we supposed to know? Okay, we understand that the quadratic equation is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, which is equal to 0, whereby a, b, and c are coefficients. A, B, and C are coefficients. And we say coefficients relate in such a way that if you take A times C will give you the product, and then B should be the sum. To factorize, it means to introduce. Factorization means introducing bracket. It means you're coming from bigger quadratic expression to bracket form, where you get two algebraic expression that you multiplied to get this. That's the idea. So what do you need to do? We said here, we say factorization involves putting a quadratic expression back into its bracket if possible. Start with the factorization of quadratic expression of the type x squared plus ax plus b, where a and b are integers. Sometimes it's easy to put a quadratic expression back into its bracket. At other times it seems hard. However, there are some simple rules that will help you to factorize. The expression inside each set of brackets will start with an algebraic unknown such as x, and the sign in the quadratic expression show which sign to put after the unknowns. When the second sign in the expression is a plus, the sign in both sets of brackets are the same as the first sign. How? This is say the expression inside each set of bracket will start with an algebraic unknown such as x, and the sign in the quadratic expression shown which sign to put after the unknown. So when the second sign in the expression is a plus, the sign in both set of brackets are the same as the first sign. So we have let's say for x squared, we have that form, x squared plus ax plus b. Now this is the same. So we say if the second sign is positive, so what happens, we say the unknown will be plus dash then times x plus, wow, since everything is positive. And then when you have this x squared minus ax plus b, what happens? So the first is, remember, if we say the second is negative, and we know negative times negative you get positive, so both of them will do. In that case, we say x minus, it will be minus something, and then x minus something. When you multiply this, you get positive. And then when the second sign is a minus, the sign in the brackets are different. Correct? How? We say we have x squared plus ax minus b will give you x plus dash, and then x minus dash. If it's this one, x squared minus ax minus b, what happens? The first sign will be x plus dash, then the second bracket will be x minus dash. Then next, look at the last number b in the expression. When multiplied together, the two numbers in the bracket must give b. Finally, look at this coefficient of x, which is a. The sum of the two numbers in the bracket will give a. For example, example number 1, we're going to the example. Factorize x squared minus x minus 6. When you need to factorize this, we say a is 1, b is negative 1, and c is negative 6. So we say the sum, on top here, the product should be equal to AC, which is 1 times negative 6. You get negative 6. And then the sum should be equal to negative 1. Find two numbers that if you multiply, you will get negative 6. But if you add, you get negative 1. Obviously, it will be positive negative 3 and positive 2. And both of them name in terms of x. So we have x squared minus 3x plus 2x minus 6. Then introduce bracket. Look for common factor, x minus 3 plus 2 into x minus 3. Then say x plus 2, x minus 3. This becomes your answer in factorization. Wow, this becomes our answer. So we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. And then you're told to factorize this. What do? You say A is 1, B is 5, and C is 6. So we say product should be equal to AC, which is 6, and then the sum should be equal to 5. Find two numbers that if you multiply, you get, so that will be 3x and 2x. Then put it, x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. Then introduce bracket. So you say x into x plus 3 plus 2 into x plus 3. They say x plus 2, then x plus 3. Wow, that's nice. What happens when you're told now x cubed minus 9x squared plus 20x? What happens in this case? You just do the same. You say x into, which x squared minus 9x plus 20. And then we come to factorize here. How do you factorize? Now this becomes a is 1, b is negative 9, and c is 20. Now we say product is 20, sum is negative 9. So what do we do in that case? Two numbers that if you multiply, you get 20, but if you add, you get negative 9. Obviously, is negative 5 and negative 4 in terms of x and x. Then replace it. So we say x squared minus 5x minus 4x plus 20. Then introduce bracket. Look for common factors. X minus 5 minus 4 into x minus 5, because if you multiply negative 5 times negative 4, you get plus 20. Then you say x minus 4, then x minus 5. But remember, this was x was outside, so this is into bracket, x minus 4, x minus 5, then you close the bracket. This becomes your answer as the way it is. So champion, it's easier to factorize these questions if you take them easily. You'll solve the rest of the question in this case. But what happens now? You're told to factorize. Let's see here, x squared minus 36. What do we do in that case? Oh, this is simple. Remember, a difference of two squares. So here, a difference of two squares, we know when this is where when you had similar algebraic equation with different sign, what you did, you just say you took the negative and you squared each term. So the same here. So to take this back to this form, you just find the square root of each, because they are squares. You will get x minus 6. So just name the other one as x minus 6. You will have factorized as that. So if you have k squared minus 100, it's simple. Just find the square root of each. So square root of k squared minus the square root of 100. K, and then this is minus 10. So this will be k minus 10, and the other one will be k plus 10. And you get like that. When you have 49 minus t squared, and then you solve factorize. So you factorize 49 t squared factorize, and then you end up with 7 minus t 7 plus t, and you end up getting the answer as simple as it is. Champion, please solve some of the questions. And actually, there is also one major area whereby they will tell you to prove if the area is equal to this. That's mostly tested in your Igcse exam. It's very simple. You apply the same. They say the area of a square is 64. Show that this area is equal to. They want your answer to be in algebraic equation, and you equate to whatever you get. Because the area, whatever, if you multiply, you get the area, and then put in the form of ax plus ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. That's it. Do question 12 to 24. In my next math class, I'll start with completing the square method. I can't wait to see you at the top, champion. Bye until we meet again.